What's up, guys? Today I wanted to do a little video on TC Electronics pedals, how to update the firmware. So you're going to need a USB cable that plugs into your TC Electronics pedal, and basically TC Electronics, they made it real simple. So we'll get to that in a minute, but first and foremost, before we get to that, I'm only going to cover Android and Windows. So you can download Toneprint right to your cell phone, and then you can go to TC Electronics. For example, I'm doing the Vortex flanger, not the mini one. I wish they would have did away with the mini and kept this one because it's a lot better. Why people didn't understand, which I'm going to do a video on this flanger and the tape function, what you need to do to kind of take full advantage of that tape. Not that you can't use it on a mono system, but when you have a stereo system, it's just fucking phenomenal. I mean, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box down below for all of this, including the PDF file for the manual. But let's take a look at how to update this right now. Alright, so what you're going to want to do is head on over to TC Electronics website, and I'm going to put that in a link in the description. Also, you're going to click on downloads, and then you can find it by going through all the filters here if you want. It doesn't really matter. Or you can just go ahead and type in, like I am, Vortex, and then it's going to give you a list of this. Now, you're going to see media. Media just means it's pictures. So right here, you see firmware, PC firmware. You're going to want to download that, so you click download, and just for shits and giggles, I already did this, but it doesn't matter. So I'm just going to click yes, agree to terms, conditions. It's going to download, and that's going to go to your desktop or wherever you want to save it. So we have that right here. We're going to double click that. We're going to click run. It says device not connected. So what we got to do is disconnect all the cables from our pedal, and we're going to use our USB cable. So let's switch to that now. Alright, so there's our pedal. And we're going to take a USB cable and plug it in. It's type B, by the way. Alright, so once you got that plugged in, alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to hold down this button and plug the power in, and this light's going to turn green. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, push that in. You can hear that click. And we're going to power it up. Got to find the hole. And now you can see that's green. I'm going to release that foot switch. I'm going to lay that pedal down there, and you can see it says device disconnected. And now you can see Vortex flanger. Alright, so you're going to select that, and then you're going to click update. Now, once that updates, we're going to pan down, take a look at the pedal. Light went out. Means the pedal is up to date with the firmware. Alright, so we're done with that. You can close that out. So now you disconnect your USB cable, you plug your TSR input output, and if you're doing stereo, of course you're gonna do your stereo along with that. Plug your power in, turn the power button on, light is red. Alright, so that brings us to Toneprint. Now, the way, I don't have my USB cable hooked up. You saw it's on my board, but if you wanted to, you can connect everything up after you do that firmware update. Connect your input output TSR cables, power and everything, but keep the USB cable plugged into the pedal. Then go to TC Electronics downloads, type in your pedal, and then you're going to find, like I said, I'm not touching on Apple. I don't like Apple products. Windows, you're going to download the 32-bit if you're using that OS, or you're going to use 64-bit if you're using that OS, and then you're going to come over, click download. I already did that. So you can see I got that here, and all you're going to do is double click that. You're going to click run. It's going to open up. It's going to show you the greeting screen. Thanks, got that. Now you're going to be presented with a blank screen. Simply click that and it's going to load all the TC Electronics pedals up. We're going to scroll down to the Vortex and we're going to click on that. Now this is going to give you all the Toneprint templates, and if you want, you can click on this gear icon up here and you can click guitar if that's what you're looking for. You can leave it on all. You can click browse by product, artist. You can check for Toneprint updates. I already did that. And then to get back, all you would do is click OK. Click that, and then we're going to scroll back down here. And then just to click over here and show you, this would be the artist category, and you can preview these, through the cell phone, which if you download, which I didn't and I intend to on the cell phone, you're going to install it. You hold the phone up to your humbucker, and it's going to sound like a 56K modem, with the and shit and everything. And it's going to flash the Toneprint right to the pedal from your cell phone. And you got to make sure you have the little toggle switch, at least on this pedal, to Toneprint. So let's see, getting back over here to the artists, there's, a ton of artists here, man. I found one. And it was the very last one, Joe Perry, Steven Tyler and Joe Perry, the Toxic Twins. So I'm going to try that one out, see what it, sounds like. But that's, their flanger setting. So you can preview them through the USB cable, and you don't have to store in the pedal if you're hooked up to the USB cable. If, you're using the cell phone, then you're going to have to beam it in, beam it out. Now, if you want to set your pedal back to the default, you're going to look for whatever your pedal's name is, and TC Electronic, they went ahead and generously put default. So you'd click on that, and then you would store in pedal, and your pedal is back to the default setting that it came with right from the factory.